Gen top team since the Impact days.
One of the scary things, though, is that there is going to be a break point where Camille can just kind of take over a side lane. I'll say that obviously it's not ideal to lose a portion of your jungle like the Wolf Camp, but because Svenskeren did start topside and got access to his Raptors and Krugs.
Oh, we're here.
Tarzan's behind the tower. Chovy looking for the wall dive, lands it. Cocoon's gonna follow up, and that is first blood to Griffin.
I was going to say,
Tarzan using the pressure they've generated to get into the jungle to take some of these camps, but Svenskeren will get the Scuttle Crab. Fear coming off. Here comes Sword from the top lane. Licorice on his way to help as well, but he's already down to half HP. There lands the Shuriken. Svenskeren pulls the spell shield. Taunt coming out, but Licorice will pay for this with his life. There's no escape. You have to feel the flash won't be used, and he falls.
They have been so delayed in trying to reach it.
We'll see if they're able to use it, because if they don't manage to find a couple of kills off that first play, they might just fall. Licorice tries to flash there, but Sword underneath
the double control ward. The control ward advantage. If you actually look at the Rift, I believe there's at least 4.
What do? They bring their bot lane up towards the top side of the map. They continue their vision control line, and they make C9 face check in. The quickness coming out here. Nisty's going to pop his stopwatch. Paranoia trying to jump on the backline. Svenskeren gets a lot of damage down, but the Blade Core will pull through them. Featherstorm coming out as well, and look at the backline. Sneaky, Divine Judgment trying to survive for the moment, but Chovy and Sword are still putting in work. Niski tries to flash away, just about escapes to live for the moment, but Licorice has been caught off towards the bottom side. Niski will fall, Licorice will fall, C9 will fall. They'll even take one under the towers for good measure. Will go across towards Viper, who's
nice things for Cloud9. That means maybe you have the potential that you can find assassination targets with that swoop and scoop that we were talking about, the Shin, the Nocturne, the Kaisa, but that also means that there's so much more gold sitting in Griffin's pocket that even if there's the best case team fight for C9, I don't know if they win it.
But I like your point, because yes, it sounds a bit kind of glass too half full as Sword runs in.
Yeah, Sword's going to get on the blast cone there, just chasing Svenskeren down. Might have to be careful because Zeyzal and Sneaker
decide to go after Chovy because Akali has the Shroud. Probably not the greatest target. They have someone set up to get chip damage on a tower or somehow trade.
It's one of those old adages that can be applied to your
a kill that might still escape you.
We might get one here.
Here we go. Paranoia coming out, they're jumping onto the back line, but there's the rappel up. And you can see Tarzan falls in the middle of them all. Shut down for C9. They find a single kill.
They're on the board. That's the important thing here. And Griffin had all walked over to handshake a fight in an area where there was really no objective to fight around. So that's a sort of misfight from Griffin where they could have just been spread across the map a bit better. Seeing the TP.
Oh! Blade Core does a lot of damage there to Svenskeren. The charm coming out. Sneaky's the one caught up in it. Underneath the tower, he will fall. And now the chase is on. Svenskeren with a great shield. He'll fall in the end, though, and Zeyzal follows shortly after. It's a double for Sword. He
didn't even get the tower, now looking in the mid lane.
They know Niski doesn't have ult here. The Hextech ultimatum will lock Niski in a box, and that box will end up being a coffin. He falls in the mid lane.
The shutdown gifted to Sneaky from Tarzan. They've run a perfect game so far.
You know it's a bad time where the kill
up as much gold as possible, otherwise this game's just going to end on that fight.
The only benefit for Cloud9 is Sneaky is at 2 items now.
Those key cooldowns that Papa keeps alluding to, now that you don't have the Galley ultimate.
This Baron going to be pretty fast.
It's a great look so far for Griffin. Zeyzal trying to get away. The Justice Punch won't allow him to escape, but here comes the Paranoia, and maybe C9 have found a fight. Hextech ultimatum jumping onto the backline. Viper's already killed off Zeyzal, and there's the double. Svenskeren falls as well. Here comes Sword, slicing through C9. Their backline decimated, their team deleted.
Damage by Viper on the Xayah. Outrageous damage total here by the AD carry of Griffin. Feels like Griffin have been in the hibernation since spring season. They've woken up, and just like those angry bears, they seem to want to take out some of their frustrations on Cloud9.
And a win here for Griffin sets them up really well.
That's the game plan.
Well, right now, Griffin are just forcing in the top lane tower. The inhib tower will fall. They're now looking for the inhibitor. You can see Sword is down towards the bottom side of this, keeping Licorice busy. Here comes the Paranoia. The one punch has been thrown by C9, but they really don't have the damage to take down anyone. Griffin, Lehen's still alive. Viper there as well. They just clean them up. You can't even cast this. It is disgusting to watch. Dirty stuff from Griffin. No response from Cloud9. And Griffin just slam through the door. They break down the walls. They break down the defenses of C9. And they lay a stake on a spot in the quarterfinals.
They hit the perfect blackjack against Cloud9 and now have full control of top